Welcome to the Advanced Design Lab unit. In this week's lesson, we will discover the importance of the emotional dimension in our projects. We can only start by referring Donald Norman, a well-known cognitive engineer and recognized by books like Design of Everyday Things and Emotional Design. Norman notifies us that everything we do has both a cognitive and an affective component, cognitive to assign meaning and affective to assign value. Accordingly, emotions have an essential role in the human capacity to understand the world and in the way we learn new things. For example, aesthetically pleasing objects appear to the user to be more efficient by virtue of their attractiveness. This is due to the empathy users feel for an object that appeals to them, due to the rise of an emotional connection with the object. Design is challenging through a radical change of meanings and values. Products like the famous juicy salif that Philip Stark drew on a napkin in the 90s were design-driven innovations. No one have not came with the market research suggesting that it would be a success, but it truly created a huge market. What happened? Norman shows that design of most objects are perceived on three levels: visceral, behavioral, and reflective. The visceral level, where rapid judgments are done. It is the start of the affective processing. There is also the behavioral level that is responsible for everything that controls everyday behavior. This part is not conscious, and this is why we can drive our automobile while thinking of something else. And finally, the reflective level, a contemplative part of our brain. At the visceral level, what remains are the physical features. The look, the feel, and sound dominate. Here, cleanliness, good graphics, and beauty play a role. Make the camera handle feel firm and present a pleasant sound as it takes pictures. In the behavioral level, performance is the key concern of design. Function comes first. Even if the only function is to look nice, it will be better to succeed at it. The first behavioral test a product must pass is to fulfill the user's needs. After function comes understanding. If you can't understand a product, you can't use it. Physical objects have weight, texture, and surface. The design term for this tangibility. However, many highly technological products have moved from real physical controls and products to ones that precede computer screens to be operated by touching screen or manipulating a physical object is gone, and with it the sense of control. But physical feel matters. Good behavioral design has to be a fundamental part of the design process. From the very start, it cannot be adopted once the product has been completed. Its study starts with understanding the user needs, ideally derived by conducting studies of relevant behavior in homes, hospitals, places of work, or wherever the product will actually be used. Then the design team produces quick, rapid prototypes to test with the potential users. Prototypes that take hours to build, not days, then to test. Even cardboard solutions work. The reflective level design is about message, culture, and meaning of the object or its use. There is a reflective delight on showing off at the potential of our new gadget and explaining how it works and the difficulties of working with it. When designing for the reflective value, overweights the behavioral challenges. As a synthesis of our lesson this week, I'll let you a recommendation. A good design should address all these three emotional levels. The 6 thinking hats is a method that consists in to organize ideas according to a certain emotional perspective. Created by Edward de Bono, the 6 thinking hats comprehends a green hat for creative things that give us alternatives, white hat to focus on available data, blue hat for a holistic view on a topic, a red hat to a gut reaction and emotion, a yellow hat for optimistical and clear, effective and constructive viewpoints, and a black hat to observe the things that might not work. You can also do this exercise with some of your early sketches and ideas of your project. So the task this week is, by selecting pictures from your collective visual research and the early sketches of your project and your own visual database, build a mind map with Edward de Bono's 6 thinking hats approach. Make your sprint review and plan the next sprint.